Hey everybody, it's your girl, Pajama, with Pajama Life. And today we have a wacky, wild, adventurous group of movies this week. And we are reviewing Heart of Stone with Wonder Woman herself, Gal Gadot, and Twisted Metal, I don't know, what do you call it? The TV adaptation of the video game, and Transformers Rise of the Beast. Very interesting and colorful movies that I couldn't review without these guys right here. Hey, everybody, say hey to our guru of all things, Star Wars. Say hello to the people, David.
Hey, everybody. Great to be with you on this beautiful Saturday. Got to ask you a quick question. Are you the kind of person that when they get a gift wants to just rip into the package? Or do you meticulously take a little knife and slice open the tape and then gently take it out so you can reuse the paper? We're going to come back to that question before the show is over. In the meantime,
we have pop quizzes. I got pop quizzes in there.
Pop quizzes.
And our professor of all things, Marvel and Tolkien. Say hey to the people, Patrick.
Hey, everybody. I don't have something quite as interesting to say as David do, but I think I know where he's going, and I'm there on the ride with him.
Well, this show is sponsored by Consequences and Repercussions. We may understand what that is later. And so let's take a look at our first trailer today, which is Heart of Stone. Let's take a look.
You know what you signed up for. No relationships, no friends, no poolside tete-a-tete. What we do is too important. When governments fail, the only thing left is the charter.
We've been breached. We don't have time to wait. Tell her to follow us in. Are we up?
We're up.
Oh, there it is. Hey, David, what did you think?
All right. Well, before my internet goes back out again on me, this was a good movie. Glad to see Gal Gadot, continuing her contract as a Netflix player. She's done several movies for them now. This was fun. There were a few kind of twists within twists. I thought it was a good story. Certainly excellent acting. Get your 50 Shades of Grey guy in there. And that's certainly a little bit of a little teaser there. Fun movie. I actually really enjoyed this.
Okay, Patrick, what you think?
Well, you know, I got to tell you, for this latest installment in the Kingsman show, it was interesting to see them reboot it with female. It was the Kingsman. I mean, come on. It's this extra super cool, super special, extra, super national thing. It was just basically instead of having the introduction on where the Kingsman comes in and learns, these are already the established Kingsmen just doing Kingsman stuff. And again, I know AI is the hot new thing to have movies about, and yeah, that's what this was. I mean, it didn't feel that revelatory. The action sequences were decent. Gal Gadot sells it pretty good. Jamie Dornan, or whatever his name is, the guy from 50 Shades, who I think is just a less good-looking version of Jamie from Outlander. The two of them are pretty interchangeable. Like one's the original and one's the copy. He's the copy. Kind of like, Jesse Plemons and Matt Damon look a lot alike. One's the original, one's the copy of the original. This is what it felt like. Those two, they're pretty interchangeable to me. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. I mean, the action. I mean, I didn't care because I didn't get a real backstory. How did this person get there? How did this person get there? Why are they doing this stuff? It's like, hey, let's just do action. Ooh, this action moves me from point A to point B. So it felt kind of hollow. Like I said, it was well done. It was everybody said their lines correctly, but it didn't have any backstory to give it to you, and it felt very Kingsman-y to me. So
it kind of more remind me of the Old Guard, Greg Rucka, who wrote the Old Guard, that Netflix series. It kind of, I felt like, borrowed a little bit of that. He's good writing female protagonists, but I don't know if they translate as well. I think for me it's the direction of this. I liked it. I didn't love it. I wanted to love it because I love Gal Gadot. But I think it's the direction. It kind of didn't have that more together pace. I think I couldn't help but compare it to Atomic Blonde, which was an amazing female-centered spy thriller. And David Leitch, who did Deadpool, directed that. And he really seems to get how to direct females in action. And I felt like Tom Holland, I think is the director on this, kind of held back or something. It was something about the pacing of it wasn't great. And if I just kept thinking, man, if the Deadpool guy, the Atomic Blonde guy had directed this would be like 10 out of 10, like Atomic Blonde was. But I feel like this is good. I think it's a great action. I'm glad to see her get it. I hope there's more. It's supposed to be a series. So I hope there's several, at least one or two more. To get, what's going to happen with the King of Diamonds, what's going to happen with, the Joker, what's going to happen, kind of with that. And it's Aaliyah Bhatt. If you've ever watched some of the South Asian films, the Bollywood, the Indian films, she's a huge actor over there. This is her American debut. She does okay. Her character bothered me the most, because I was like, girl, how you so naive? And then it was kind of like, I was figuring out the bad guy from Jump Street. I was like, y'all super spies and y'all can't see that? Or, girl, what you think this dude is going to do with the heart? Come on now. So I was kind of like, that part of the story, I was like, yeah, okay. But I think it's fun. I think it's something that people can watch. It's not a whole lot of things offensive. It is some very intense violence, but overall, I think it's a pretty good action movie. So I think we can all moderately recommend The Heart of Stone. All right. Next up, not my demographic, is Twisted Metal. The adaptation. I don't even want to say.
20 years ago, the world fell to shit. Now insiders stay inside and outsiders stay outside, but there are people who drive between. Hey there!
ID. It's a milkman. It must be our delivery.
Here for the show? I'm definitely here for the show!
You will drive John Doe. And you will win.
Time to play.
Ugh. Who wants to go first? Not me. Pat, go first.
I'll go first, and I like this. I played the game. The game was fun. And Anthony Mackie sells this. I mean, he's charismatic enough. He carried this. I mean, there were some fun characters. It was not supposed to be anything other than just stupid fun. And for the most part, it really was. So I kind of dug this, I'm not going to lie.
I knew you would, David. What did you think? Come on, brother.
What happens when you match Mad Max and Cannonball Run 2.
Cannonball
Run 2. Cannonball Run 2. You throw in a little bit of the John Wayne Gacy story to top it off, and you get Twisted Metal. I was pleasantly surprised that I had a rip-roaring time watching
it. You two disappoint me.
You even had Sidney Prescott from Scream.
I know, right?
He was in that. And we watch all the Scream movies here kind of like on loop. We're like our own Scream theme show here at times. But you've got that movie. I enjoy this. Anthony Mackie is fantastic. I thought he was kind of channeling his own inner Will Smith in this character.
A little bit,
There's a little tone of him in that. Because Anthony Mackie has played such a serious, like straight, all-American hero. And he's a little goofy in this. I had a lot of fun. Wouldn't have watched this if it wasn't for PJama Live. So thank you, Pam. This was an entertaining Friday.
I'm
Good
so
choice,
sorry
Pam. Good job.
that I exposed you to this trash.
To Mortal Kombat. You're sorry you exposed us to Mortal Kombat. We still remember that.
Start to finish, it's trash. I cannot believe this is. Oh, it was so horrible. This is the worst TV show of the year for me. It's so disgusting.
Oh, haven't we all got our own
It's so terrible. It's so just it's just gross. I don't recommend kids watch this at all. At all.
2 out of 3 critics loved it.
Oh, Anthony. Yeah, right. I said that this is you guys' demographic. I was right. It's not in my wheelhouse at all. It's terrible. It's gross and disgusting. I don't like the subject matter. I don't like it at all.
It's a great thing to watch, and then follow that up with some Poirot, some Agatha Christie Poirot from the 1990s.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's what I did.
You have to follow this up with some prayer, some Jesus in your life. It's a mixed review of Twisted Metal that is not for children of any age whatsoever.
But don't let them. But if you don't want to watch it, don't let them play the video game either. Because the video game.
Don't let them play the video game either, because that's gross.
The video game is awesome.
Gross.
Mario Kart on steroids.
All right, let's move on with
some the real trash. Go
to Hasbro. Literally brought to life. Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
We're in the middle of an ongoing war. We'd love to have the big guys join the fight.
Roll out! Wow, that was corny when I said it out loud.
You've never faced anything like this.
On guard. It's about to go down. On guard. It's about to go down. On guard. It's about to go. It's about to go. It's about to go down. Who won't smoke? Who won't smoke? Well, guess what, ho? I'm the king. So everybody is a kickster till I branch poppy, but I ain't a drama. Everybody out here playing for no gun.
If you keep your eyes open, life will show you everything you need to know.
Slander on the banter, just one answer. I'm an animal. Gorillas in the trap with them. We fighting this alone or we fighting it together? On my soul.
Okay, I'm going to go first. I love this. I thought it was great. Saturday afternoon fun for the kids. Something that wasn't too violent. It was just the kind of palate cleanser I needed from Twisted Metal. And I thought it was cute. I thought Anthony Ramos was really good. I thought Dominic Fishback was from Swarm, if you remember that. She was fantastic in that, and I thought that she was an interesting heroine. I wouldn't have I wouldn't have thought they would pick her for this, but I'm glad they did. And I loved all the characters, the Transformers. What's his name? Pete Davidson is one of the new ones. He was cute, and it was great to see Optimus Prime. I love Optimus Prime. And now they introduced Optimus Primal, which I love too. So I had a really good time with this one. And it's something the whole family can watch. I'm not going to even go to that guy first. David, what did you think?
Well, on behalf of Hasbro stockholders everywhere, we'd like to thank you for watching this film. And please remember to purchase your Hasbro items in stores near you. I thought there was more heart in this one than the first three.
Yeah.
Anthony Ramos of Heights, as well as Bacardi Rum. There's nothing that says leading man. Like
it's Crown Royal.
Crown Royal. There's nothing like bringing hard liquor, Crown Royal, the official drink for the University of Louisville, to your mom to do shots in the middle of the afternoon.
Hey, they grown. That's what grown people do.
There's a moment. There was more heart. I liked the interactions with his little brother at the beginning. I thought that was good.
Yeah. The ending was a nice twist too.
Well, the ending was an interesting twist. Hasbro has made some really bad movies. G.I. Joe 1, G.I. Joe 2. I actually liked Battleship, but it wasn't that well received.
I thought Snake Eyes was
but here we go with the effort to reboot another toy franchise with Hasbro. So, a little mixed message here for me. It was okay. It was better than the first three. That's not necessarily saying a lot. Pretty low bar with the Shia LaBeouf first two, and what's his name, Marky Mark in the third. Wahlberg.
Yeah. Don't forget Megan Fox's big acting debut in the first one too, because
debut and curtain call. Watching the same movie.
She's dating Machine Gun Kelly now, so I mean she's still relevant.
That's a trash relationship, but okay. All right, Patrick.
Well, David already touched on the crass commercialism of the whole thing,
Oh, please!
First off,
Twisted Metal, is it?
Okay, first off, let's look at this. It
literally showed the box in Twisted Metal. Come on, man, come on with it.
Okay, my turn. Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
just checking, making sure. Okay. The crass commercialism. Okay, any show that is based, to be really honest, on a toy that the kids are supposed to imagine, these people doing stuff, we're gonna make up a whole mythology and we're gonna sell it so that people who didn't have an imagination can have an imagination now. The show itself is just based on violent encounter to violent encounter. I didn't care about any of the characters again because it's just so disconnected, and it was just so quick to move it from point to point to point, to buy this toy, to buy that toy. And as David says, Hasbro sponsored, PJama Life Today is sponsored by Hasbro, apparently.
I wish. You wish too. Hasbro. I'm with you, bro.
But I'm just saying.
Come on, this sponsor PJama Life.
It
wasn't
quite as bad as, some things we've seen, but it was just, it was forgettable. It was completely forgettable. I didn't walk away from going, wow, that was really cool. Remember when this happened? Because right now I don't remember anything that happened. I mean, oh wow, they have beast-like Transformers now, because that means you can buy. I know you have Optimus Prime that you bought 5 years ago when the last movie came out, but now you need to get Optimus Primal, and there's 2 or 3 new robots you need to buy, because you need to buy those, because little Tommy won't be happy until you get him that, and he will not be a fulfilled individual as a human until he has Optimus Primal.
And what was her name? Airstrike, the Primal that Michelle Yeoh voice. Thank you very much.
You know what? Hey, I understand. Awesome. She needs checks too. I get it. I mean, everybody does things. You can't say she was young and needed the money, but you know what? Maybe she just needed the money. Maybe she was Maybe her
Maybe she wants to do something for her grandkids.
Her new plane needed to be upgraded from a Gulfstream 4 to a Gulfstream 5. So, perhaps that happened. And I feel for her, but it was a trash movie. It didn't care. I mean, it was decent, but it was Transformers 1 reboot basically, because you had the same thing. Oh, we're after the Allspark and we're after the whatever the time portal thing. I mean, it was the same plot. They just put different characters in there to make you buy different toys. So
okay, but the voice actors they got for this were amazing. They were. I mean, I was really surprised at the level of talent in there, and so
Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
no, well, Pete Davidson was funny, but what was his name
He played the role of Mirage.
No, the guy who was the Beauty and the Beast TV show.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman was Optimus Primal. And the Lannister little person, I forget his name. He was the Peter Dinklage was the Ultron. What was his name? Ultra whatever.
I don't know what that toy was.
Planet Eater, Decepticon dude.
The bad toy, got it. Okay.
The bad toy. Which, given my experience at Disney, a lot of kids will definitely want. So I'm telling you, people want to be villains these days. So, but they really did have some really great voice actors. It was a decent little movie. So, a little bit of a mixed review, but it's something the whole family can watch. There's not a bunch of gory, killing, splatter stuff that some other recommendations people liked. So
there was some leaking oil. So
yeah, leaking oil and rusty plane crashing down. That was so funny. But so I think something the whole family can watch. You can, if you got to do something, turn it on so your kids can get out of your hair and you can continue on with what you need to do and watch Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Okay. Well, that is our show for this week. Next week, we are having our back to school editions with shows featuring life in school. So we will take a look at Champions on Peacock, Supa Team 4 on Netflix, and Gray Matter on Max. So I hope you come back and take a look at that. Do we have something else to show our producer? Okay, that'll do it for this week. Patrick, you want to say goodbye, good night to the people?
Sure, everybody, goodbye, good night. But I would tell you, if you want something that the whole family can watch, don't watch Transformers. Watch something on Discovery Channel. Watch something the kids might learn something from that's interesting, rather than this garbage that we just reviewed.
And
so
you talked
watch
about
something that you might learn, better than Twisted Metal even. Watch something you might learn about the planet, and do that rather than watching this other stuff that's just fantasy. So do that. Everybody have a good weekend. I'll see you next week.
David, say
all
good
right,
night.
everybody. Now, for those of you who like to open their stuff and rip it up, other people who just want to keep their packaging clean, we've got something for both worlds.
Ooh, what is this?
Mattel's Jurassic Park San Diego Comic Convention set. It's very meta. We have Steven Spielberg coaching one of his dinosaurs in front of the camera. We're taking bids on this mint in package as we speak. So P-Jammers, come and get us and see what you can get from this wonderful set. We're taking bids.
Oh my goodness.
With that said, P-Jamma Life is a wrap.
And there we are. And if you want something funny to look at, take a look at the Good Times version of the Alabama Riverfront Brawl. It's actually one of the most creative and funny videos out there right now about the incident. and definitely take a peek at that. Maybe I'll do a short of it so that we can comment on it. It was hilarious.
Watch where you park, baby.
Yeah.
Watch where you park.
Yeah, watch who you messing with. And so we will see you next time on Pajama Life. Take care. Bye.